Angel, you see, that picture, it may have started out as you, but it didn't end as you. Matter of fact, I don't know who in the hell that was. It's giving an angel in disguise. Tell her, Brandy.
This is how she had you fooled.
Yes, she had us
She
fooled.
was an angel in disguise. See, baby, my love is true. And most importantly,
Who is this hoe?
Y'all, welcome back to another recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 10, episode 4. They put my ass to work with this episode. I have never typed so fast in my life. When I tell you, it looked like I was studying for the damn SATs. All these damn notes I got written down here. Ooh, I got my work cut out for me, but let's get right into it, y'all. So they are still at Preakness. We open up with them in the Sprinter van. Stacey starts off letting us know, look, I could be breathing. And Kay will say, damn it, Stacey, I hate the way you breathe. Kay has a problem with everybody, with everything. You blink twice in Kay's direction, she got a problem with you. She is still fighting to get another season. She got me ready to write a letter to Andy saying, just give her another season so she can shut her ass up. Okay, and speaking of giving her another season, I want to know why Jassi didn't get a season as a housewife. We could swap out Angel and we could swap out Kay and give her salary to Jassi. Y'all had the audacity to fly that girl and coach. Meanwhile, she one of the stars of the show, low-key. She was up there turned up, showing out. Meanwhile, Angel and Kay had an attitude this whole damn episode, just sitting there miserable as hell, just looking for a problem. Cause don't nobody like y'all. Well, whose fault is that? Be more likable and maybe somebody would like y'all miserable asses. Anyway, we're back at Preakness. Kay handed out that $100 that Greg gave her. She gave Stacey the 20, and Stacey had me cracking up because this is so relatable. Wendy asked her, did you bet any of the money that she gave you? And she said, girl, I put that 20 right in my purse. And I said, that is so me. Because when I tell y'all, I do not like gambling because the moment I lose, I am mad and ready to go. I got a whole attitude. Just put the money right back in my wallet. Like, what am I sitting here playing these machines for and just handing y'all my money? No. Have you seen the economy? But you didn't come here for politics, so I ain't even finna get into that. But anyway, they're still at Preakness. They meet the first lady and everything. The first lady come over for a few seconds. She said, don't want to be on y'all reality show. Get them cameras out my face. It was a very high and by. And Kay tried to, clock Wendy. Oh, you said you knew the first lady. I thought y'all was, all good and y'all had this great bond. She done came and she went. Clearly y'all are filming a show. I see all these cameras, all this production. I ain't finna sit down and ask y'all a bunch of questions and how y'all day is and interact and engage with y'all. I don't want to be on y'all little show. Leave me out of this. And now that Wendy going through this scandal, I know she glad she didn't bring her ass up on them cameras because she would have been looking crazy. Now the first lady is at home like, yep, see, that's exactly why I didn't want to be on them goddamn cameras, okay? It serves you right. But yeah, Wendy was actually in the hot seat when they called her out about being the first lady because actually, I'm so sorry. I'm jumping ahead of my... Let's dial it back a little bit. Let's dial it back. Okay, so Stacey had asked Gizelle if she has a boyfriend because somebody came out flirting with Ashley. And they like, oh, we only been here like 5 minutes and somebody already flirting with you? Girl, I thought you was with Jack Harlow. You be playing the hell out of him. And I don't like that. And I feel like Ashley does that because he's a regular man. So she feels like, oh, because I done got all this money from my old white man, I feel like I can treat you any old type of way and dog you because you're a regular, 9 to 5 type of guy. So I feel like she treats him away. Meanwhile, if he was an old washed up white man with a bunch of money in his account, you wouldn't be treating Jack Harlow the way you do. You know what, on the Love Hotel, you be up here clowning him and talking mess and letting everybody else clown him and going on all these other dates and stuff. And I understand not committing right away because you just got out of a marriage. So it's like, I want to be free and I want to enjoy the single life. But I just feel like if that was William the Third and had all of this money, you wouldn't be doing him like that. So I don't like how you do Jack Harlow. So yeah, Ashley said that, and then they was like, oh, on to you, Gizelle. Do you have a boyfriend? And come to find out, actually, Angel is supposed to be introducing her to somebody. And they like, is he bald? Is he chocolate? Yep, he sure is, because we know Gizelle has a type. And so Ashley calls out Tia for calling her rude because they were at the store. Tia was at the store with Gizelle and them, and she like, oh, why ain't you called and invited Gizelle to come kick it with you and Wendy, but we was there too, so why didn't you invite the rest of us? And she's like, that's tongue in cheek. And everybody's like, oh, what's tongue in cheek? They like, do that mean like chin check? Like, is that like, like okay, thought she was doing something? And she's like, no, it's not aggressive. It just means like that's, tongue in cheek. Like, it's like a little fun shade, it's not aggressive like a chin check. It just means like, girl, whatever. Like, girl, I clocked you, but whatever. I'm not paying it no mind. You're not worth my time. And Ashley says, oh, well, yeah, it does seem like you kind of shaded me then. And Tia said, no, I clearly didn't throw shade at you, Ashley. Keep up. And Ashley, Wendy and Stacey was cracking me up because they just in the background like, ooh, okay, all right, Tia. And Tia says, Ashley, if I think you are rude, I would be willing to tell you. So I don't know what you're struggling with. Like, I don't know what the hell your problem is, girl. Ain't nobody scared of you. You think because I got this British hip cheerio going on that I'm afraid to read you into the ground. Girl, this ain't that. If I wanted to come for you, I would send for you. And Wendy and Stacey still in the background like, ooh, okay, all right, Tia. And she continued to drag Ashley. And she said, if you want to keep digging, then dig. But I'm not going to get dirty with you. It reminded me of Mariah. It reminded me of Mariah on Married to Medicine. I'm not going to come off my chariot and throw tomatoes with you, sweetheart. It was very much that. We love a good classy read. Okay, and so then Jassi pops up. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I probably shouldn't have had this drink. I'm all over the place, but please just keep up. Okay. Y'all know we come here for a good time and just to kiki. This ain't one of those recaps where we just sit and be like, okay, so the episode opened with this and then this happened and then that happened. We here for a good little cackle and just to kick it. So yeah. And so Jassi shows our girl, hey girl, and Kay and Angel give a little side eye. And that's something I caught too, because I'm like, wait, Jassi showed up and Kay and Angel just sitting there going like something stink or something. I'm like, oh, did Stacey breathe? Stacey, close your mouth, girl. Oh, and she greets Angel and they acknowledge each other as wags. And this is something that I had to look up. I'm like, oh, I'm showing my age now. What the hell is a wag? Like, I'm like, what is wags? This sounds like dog terminology. And so it's wives and girlfriends. Basically, it means I'm cat. My man got money and I just get on the internet and take cute pictures and look good and go out and spend his money and go on like girls trips and stuff like that and buy Louis Vuitton luggage and, stuff like that. And so, they're like, yeah, we wags, hey wag. And they ask Jassi about her man's stats. He's a linebacker. And then they look at Angel like, oh, so what do your man do? And she said, oh, my man is a tackle and my man is a starter. And they like, oh, okay. She made sure to make that a point. She said, my man is a 10-year starter. And I feel like Jassi caught it. She said, oh, my man is a 7. My man been on his 7th year, sweetheart. And so I'm not a sports person. So all of this, I'm a starter, I'm a this, I'm a that. I'm like, okay, all right, good for y'all, whatever. And so then the race starts. And Ashley notices Kay's body language change when Jassi popped up. You know Ashley gonna clock it because you know she stirred the pot, stirred the pot. That's Ashley's job, okay? And so she doing her job. She clocked in. She said, I got you. And so Kay says she got word that Jassi and Stacey had an issue. And then she says Wendy was the one that brought it up to her. And that's when Wendy was like, oh, hey, First Lady. There go the First Lady. Shh, shut up, y'all. Shh. Shut up for 10 minutes. Let's just go greet the First Lady. I'm like, oh, that's real convenient, Wendy. Now you want to go greet the First Lady. So rewind back to when I was talking about the First Lady out of order, y'all. Oh, this is a ghetto ass recap. I'm sorry. But Kay claims she was taken aback because she didn't know Jassi had an issue with her. And Wendy said, you know, they was on the phone talking and she was like, who's going to be at the NAACP Awards? Because, you know, black people, we like, who going to be there? Because depending on who's going to be there and who going will determine if I'm going or if I do go, how long I'm staying. So it gave like it was one of those. And she was like, well, is Kay going to be there? And she said Jassi was like, like, I don't know. Who knows, girl? I don't know. And she was like, oh, I thought y'all had an issue because she was giving very much that. Wendy was being messy. That's all that was. So, Wendy, I'm going to need you to just say that next time. Just be like, girl, I was just throwing a little shade, being a little messy. Girl, we housewives. That's what we do. And so Jassi looks at Kay and she says, look, I know you're going through a lot with Greg, you know, over there in his corduroys and his loafers, but I don't need you taking that out on me. I ain't do nothing to you. I'm sitting here being a wag and looking fabulous and spending my man's money and up on y'all little show. Here to kiki, here to turn up a little bit. I don't know what your attitude is just because your little housewife contract is about to expire. Don't be coming at me, mad at me. Kay says, you do be doing a little bit of lying. Well, that's because she, we had last season where it was like, don't he got a baby on the way or didn't he just have a baby? And she kind of lied about that and the timelines and the dates and stuff didn't match up. But we don't care. Like, it is what it is. We know how this whole wags lifestyle goes. She playing her role. You supposed to sit there and shut up. Girl, you getting the money. Ain't I giving you the money? Ain't I giving you this big house? Well, sit there and eat your food. That's kind of just what comes with the lifestyle. And so, yeah, we ain't tripping off of that. So she thought that was a little dig. And Jassi says, well, I would be mad too if all I got was a little condo. Okay. And Tia says, is she coming on holiday with us? Which had me cracking up. I like Tia. Tia is probably the only new girl or the only person that's not a part of the core group that I'm here for. Kay, Angel can go. I feel like I've made that abundantly clear. So I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but they getting on my nerves this season and I want to like them. Because Angel, even though, and we'll get into it more a little later, we clowned her for the whole catfish picture. She's a beautiful woman. So I don't even understand why you had to even tone or filter or edit your pictures and all of that. Like, you're a beautiful woman. She looked just fine to me. So, I mean, girl, what's the problem? But anyway, the ladies arrived at the airport to go to St. Kitts and Nevis. And y'all know y'all wrong for having Jassi way back there in coach. As much money as Bravo make, y'all could have put that girl up there with the rest of the cast. Like, y'all did not have to put her back in coach. But Jassi made the best of it. Another reason why housewife material, because she ate it. And she was like, okay, I'm still finna have a good time. I'm still finna turn up. Hey, person in the seat next to me, and then person next to the. Because those seats be tight, okay? But the girls were waiting on Jassi. When it came time to get off, it was taking like an hour for her to get off of the plane. They like, damn, is she back there with the flight attendants, like making the drinks and cleaning up? Like, what's the problem? And so she finally gets off, and they sitting there, they chilling, they having a little kiki. They're decompressing before they have to get on the yacht to go to Nevis, because they had to come to the airport in St. Kitts in order to get to Nevis. Listen, this is too much for me. After I done took my flight, I'm ready to be at the hotel. Give me a little 20-minute cab ride or something to have to get off, sit in this one place, wait for another boat, a charter, a yacht, whatever, and then have to sail on over to the hotel and do all. Ooh, that's too much for me. But yeah, that's what they was doing. And then the lady comes over like, hello, we told y'all ain't no camouflage, girl. This is not America. That is reserved for the military exclusively. And ma'am, you don't look like you in no damn military unless you want to catfish that picture too. So girl, I don't know what you finna do about this bag, but you in this bag gonna have to figure it out, because if you want to make the yacht and go over to Nevis, the bag can't go. And so luckily Tia had another spare bag, and they was able to put, can't even remember her damn name, Angel stuff into the bag. So they board the yacht, they go to the island, and then everybody had to take off their shoes too. I'm like, damn, we gotta take our shoes off too. This is a lot. Like this is too much for me. This is too much. Nah. Mm-mm. This is supposed to be vacation. I'm supposed to be relaxing and chill, not having to do all this just to get to the damn hotel. Like, goodness gracious. And so they get on the boat, they making the best out of it. And they say, let's celebrate. Or Jassi says, let's celebrate. Because, Jassi is turned up and Jassi is having fun, like you should be. And Gizelle said, oh, even though some girls didn't even want you to come, cough, cough, Kay and Angel, the two miserable ones in the group who always starting all the damn trouble. And she's, of course, Angel says, oh, I don't recall saying that. I don't remember saying that. When did I say that? Because, I'm scary and, I talk a lot of stuff, but I never own up to it. And Kay and Angel sitting up there mad as hell. Meanwhile, the girls is twerking, having a good time, not even thinking about them, forgetting that they even on the trip, which y'all lucky this ain't one of them vacations they go on where they try to set people up and have them in the room with the bunk beds and stuff, because I feel like that's exactly what y'all deserved on this trip. Y'all deserved the shitty room with the little Hot Wheels, the little bunk beds, the little 3-year-old bunk beds. That's exactly what y'all deserved on this trip with this energy, because y'all could have stayed home. We here to have a good time. Like, turn down for what? Like, turn up. Like, have a little fun. Shake some ass. Do something. Girl, how you twerking at Preakness but got an attitude in Nevis, in St. Kitts on an island? Like, get real. And Gizelle and Ashley are sharing a villa together. Wendy, Stacey, and Jassi get a villa together. Yes, that's the villa that I would want to be in. I'm glad she put them together, because that's the dream team right there. And then Tia gets a villa in the nanny quarters. And then we got the reject squad, which is Angel and Kay. Sorry if that's your fave, but you can clearly see I'm not checking for them again. Everybody gets these nice cards, you know, with this nice little, oh, I love you so much. You're such a great person. Welcome to the island. Welcome to the trip. I just wanted you to feel special. Mwah, mwah, mwah. From Gizelle. And here's your robe, and it got your name on it. And here's a little bag, and it got your name on it. Enjoy your suite. Enjoy your stay. Have a good time. Everybody got one but Stacey. They looking around like, Stacey, where's yours? Where is yours? It's nowhere to be found. Matter of fact, your robe is a large, girl. Oh, you know you wrong for that large. Now, you leave her name off and maybe not write her a note, but to give her a large when you know you could have fit about 5 or 6 of Stacey inside that robe, like you could have fit 5 of her in there. Stacey do not wear no damn large. That was the most insulting part to me because I'm like, damn, girl, should have gave you a whole blanket. Yeah, and Stacey just eats it. Meanwhile, my thing, which is like I said in my short, if you watch my short, Gizelle, you got a lot of damn nerve because it took Robin getting booted, the boot, off of the show. Robin got escorted off of the show and back to where she lives in her townhome with Juan Dixon, for you to finally give us a glimpse of who in the hell you are. And we still don't know who you are. Karen had to get off the show as well, too, for us to get another glimpse at who you are. And still don't know. They talking about you got a man, you dating this NFL player, you a wag, come on, wag. And we still don't know who in the hell you are. You got a whole podcast. Still don't know who the hell you are. Sitting up here talking about, oh, I didn't know who Stacey was. All because she lied about TJ. Have you seen Stacey's husband? If that was my husband, I would lie too. Shit. You want to make some money, real? You need a check. If you ever wanted to be on Bravo, you ever wanted to date a housewife, come on, because I could not bring Igor up on this show, girl. I can't do it. Can't do it. Love him down. Love him down. I got his baby and all, but I'm not bringing that man up on my show. Oh, I would rather y'all clown me for paying TJ than to bring Igor up on this show. I'm so sorry. And y'all are going to gag. As a matter of fact, I know y'all are gagging now when y'all go on Twitter and see everybody lives for Stacey. Y'all be on here trying to clown Stacey and bring her down. Meanwhile, Stacey be like, okay, and what next? So, lobster for dinner, shrimp for dinner, like, what we doing? Okay, they didn't put my name on the robe. What's for dinner? What we doing? What's the next thing, girl? Walk me over to the next thing. We filming over here, the camera over here. We gonna sit down over here. You got a mat for me. What's next? What we doing? So we live for Stacey. And so, yeah, she plays it off. She plays it well. And then we over here at the miserable crew. Angel and Kay. Angel says she didn't feel greeted at the airport. And then she specifically calls out Wendy. Oh, Wendy didn't greet me at the airport. And I just felt that is so rude. And just, how could you? Why are you so nice to everybody else, but you don't see me? Why don't you see me, Wendy? Why don't you see me? Girl, why do y'all have such a hard on for Wendy? Wendy is going through enough. Leave Wendy alone. We like Wendy. Wendy don't gotta like y'all. Everybody want to be up Wendy's ass. Wendy don't want to be your friend, girl. Get over it. She don't like you. She said you do your own makeup. Your friend do her own makeup, and then you didn't even graduate. I don't like y'all. And then they show the footage of everybody greeting her. So it's like, girl, what's your issue? And then it's like, get out Kay's ass. Like, why are you so stuck up Kay's ass? You are grown, like grown. With kids, a husband, all of that. So to be stuck up somebody's ass like that, like we are 14 in a new high school and we got our one little friend and, you know, we got to live vicariously through them so we could try to make some other friends and be popular and this, that, and the third, like you the geek in the corner with the glasses or something. Get over yourself. Gizelle come to the dinner. Gizelle got her freakum dress on. She said every now and then you got to go in that closet and pull out that freakum dress. I got my freakum dress on. I got my freakum dress. I said, okay, Gizelle, did Angel bring the man to the dinner? Like, what you got your little freakum dress on for? I think Gizelle looked cute. And she made up for that precum. I was going to say that precum dress. She made up for that precum out. It is not precum. Lord have mercy. Preakness. That hideous outfit that she had at Preakness. So I'm like, okay, Gizelle, I liked her outfit. And so they're all sitting down at dinner. And Stacey says, Kay, we don't talk, but are you and Greg back together? And Kay says, yes, I think we're actually in a good space. I told his ass, look, I want to be on this show, so you better get it together. And he said, well, guess I gotta get it together. So here he is playing along, even though we could tell he still don't want to be up on these damn cameras. And Angel decides to say something. Because Kay says something. And she says, I'm not the most talkative person when it comes to being around new people. So girl, why are you here? And Tia says, Angel, I don't see you and Wendy interacting. I see you interacting with everybody else, but I don't see you interacting with Wendy. And Angel said she feels like she was attacked because Wendy and them called out that the energy was different and you didn't maintain that energy that you had at the store when you was talking about if Kay said what she said, it's going to be a problem. First of all, that was her, that was Gizelle, and it was Ashley. So again, you're just picking on Wendy. It's starting to feel like, because y'all know Potomac has some colorists. They have been having some colorism issues over the seasons. So I really didn't want to go there because, you know, I try to keep it light and, you know, funny, but it's starting to give a little, because why you keep singling out Wendy? And Wendy even said that. She like, I'm getting ahead of myself again, but whatever. They sitting there talking about the picture and talking about how she catfish and don't look like this damn picture. Meanwhile, Gizelle is the one that brought it up. And then Ashley in the back cackling and chiming along like, well, girl, it doesn't quite actually look like you. She's still sitting here got an attitude with Wendy. And Wendy called it out. And she's sitting there got the nerve to scrunch up her face like, yeah, like she looking like, yeah, my problem with you. Yeah, they talking about me, girl, do we have to address something? Do we gotta call you out? Do we gotta cancel you, mama? Do we have to have Bravo edit out the rest of your scenes? Because what's the real issue? Because I don't understand why you always have Wendy's name in your mouth. Meanwhile, the whole cast be clowning you. And meanwhile, Gizelle and them be clowning you the hardest. Your fellow light skins. So what's your issue with Wendy? Wendy don't even be coming for y'all. Wendy be in the background just cackling, cracking up at y'all shenanigans. But Wendy really hasn't like stirred up a lot of mess, or did she instigated a little bit here and there, but I feel like compared to some of the previous seasons, Wendy hasn't been that most vocal or talkative. So I really don't see why you keep insisting on picking with Wendy. So yeah, they bring up this picture and they like, girl, that is not no filter. And Tia tries to throw her a bone. She's like, well, she did just have a child. And I do feel like it probably was her. You know, she did have a child. Your body does changes. We getting older, shit. You know, every now and then you like to have a slice of pie. You like to have a little this, a little that, a little drink or two. Shit, I ain't nobody's 120. So, I mean, hey, it happens to the best of us. So I'm sure I could look at pictures from way back when, and maybe I look a little different than how I look now. So I feel like it probably was her. But like Stacey said, girl, you went in there and you used that little tool, especially now with all this AI and stuff. You used that little tool one time, and then you used it a second time, and then you used it a third time, and then you know how it be. You start correcting a little too much, and then you start not even recognizing your damn self. So I feel like that's essentially what happened. I do feel like she was telling the truth. It was you until it wasn't. Stacey calls out Gizelle because she like, why the hell wasn't my name on no card or no jacket? And why the hell did you give me this damn large? Girl, you'll fit the large before I fit the large. And Gizelle says, because I don't know who you are. Stacey says, isn't that funny? Because ain't you the one that got this secret man? Don't you had this NFL player, Sean Spriggs? And Jassi said, come on, Wag. I live for that part. I like Jassi so I don't understand, like, who is in charge of casting? I'm probably tired of me saying that, but she was right there. How y'all pass up a good time for that? And they say everyone who talked to an NFL player, raise your hand. And then Stacey over there, and they like, you need to put that hand up, girl. Cause come to find out, you dated a former Redskin. And Wendy's like, oh. Like, I know it ain't who I think it is. Yes, it's exactly who you think it is. None other than Mr. Christopher Samuels, aka Monique's man, well, her ex man. And so I guess we're laying, the foundation for Monique to make her return. So yes, you guys, that is the episode. So forgive me if I was a little all over the place. I had me a little cocktail today, y'all. Please hit that thumbs up. Please like this video. Help me out with this algorithm, because the algorithm does not favor us small creators. And then y'all be looking like, oh, it only got 50 views. It only got 60 views. X. Don't want to watch it. Y'all don't be showing no love to the small creators. But I appreciate the people that have been here. I appreciate you so much for showing me love. But please subscribe, please comment. If you like, if you want me to be a little loose, if you enjoyed this type of recap, put it down in the comments. If you want me to be a little more organized, a little more professional, put that down in the comments. Put all your thoughts, opinions, constructive criticism down in the comments. But thank you so much. My name is Dewan Ryan. I appreciate y'all so much. Until next time, peace.